There's seemingly nothing you can't create in the world of Minecraft. You could let your creative juices flow and literally craft anything you put your mind to. Now that we think of it, it probably should have been called Mindcraft since you use your mind to craft, but we're getting a little sidetracked, aren't we? What we're trying to say is that the opportunities in Minecraft are endless. If you want to build a statue of a monkey riding a dog, you build that statue. But some incredibly talented Minecraft players look to the world around them for inspiration. They're able to take real-life creations and turn them into beautiful Minecraft versions, and today, we're gonna look at some of the best. The Eiffel Tower is easily one of the most recognizable landmarks in the world. Come on, everyone knows the Eiffel Tower, especially Mr. Squishy. It's that awesome structure named after engineer Gustave Eiffel, whose company built the tower in 1889. In fact, it was actually the tallest building in the world from 1889 to 1930. If you thought this video was just going to be us looking at Minecraft creations, you thought wrong, because we'll be throwing plenty of fun facts at you about these real-life creations as well, because knowledge is fun, isn't that right, kids? Anyway, Mr. Squishy made a replica of the Eiffel Tower in Minecraft, and let's just say that it's absolutely incredible. There aren't any other words to describe it, really. It took him 3 days of game time to create, as well as 48,691 blocks. Sacre bleu, that's a whole lot of time and effort that really paid off. Not one single block is placed in the wrong spot, and you'd swear you were actually looking at the real Eiffel Tower. He even shows us the interior, and there's a huge ladder to go up it, just like the real one. Not a single detail was missed by Mr. Squishy. The Colosseum in Rome, also known as the Flavian Amphitheater, is another one of man's most famous creations. Isn't that right, Deckard 7? Plenty of tourists flock to Rome just for the chance to see the Colosseum and enjoy the incredible food, of course. Construction of the Colosseum began in 72 AD under Emperor Vespasian and was completed in 80 AD before Emperor Titus's reign. A lot of history took place in the Colosseum, including humans fighting exotic animals like lions and, of course, dragons. Yeah, you're not buying that, but hey, they did fight lions. Deckard 7 took it upon himself to turn this piece of history into modern art through Minecraft. Just like the Eiffel Tower, the scale of his Colosseum is pretty much 1-to-1. But unlike the one we have in Rome today that's all beat up and way past its prime, this Colosseum resembles what the amphitheater would have looked like in its prime, around 100 AD. Supposedly, up to 80,000 people could fit in the Colosseum when it was in mint condition. And we feel like that many Minecraft characters could easily fit into Deckard 7's Colosseum. He did an amazing job with this creation. Are you not entertained? Huh? Hey? We already talked about one wonder of the world with the Colosseum, so why not talk about a few more, including the Great Wall of China that Hedge recreated in Minecraft. While part of the Great Wall of China was constructed all the way back in the 7th century BC, the most well-known walls were designed by the Ming Dynasty that ruled China from 1368 to 1644. Saying that the Great Wall is one of the most impressive man-made creations is an understatement. The walls themselves cover 13,171 miles, which is absolutely insane. While Hedge Great Wall of China isn't quite a 1-to-1 replica of the real one, because it'd take an absolutely ridiculous amount of work to recreate something that took literal centuries, it's still quite impressive, and he deserves plenty of applause. Watching his speed run through the Great Wall is amazing. There are so many stairs. Everyone in the Ming Dynasty must have been ripped just from walking around the place. Supposedly it takes about 167 days to walk the entire wall, but not when you're Sonic the Hedgehog, or Hedge in this case. We really like the effort he put into this Great Wall. The Taj Mahal is one of the most beautiful buildings in the world, and many people think it's just a mosque when it's actually much more than that. We're not saying Vexel Design is one of the people though, because their rendition of this UNESCO World Heritage Site is one for the ages. We get to see a time-lapse of their Taj Mahal, and it's incredible to see it being built. Where were we? Oh yeah. Did you know that the Taj Mahal is also a mausoleum? Yep, it's much more than just an ivory white marble palace. Construction of the Taj Mahal began in 1632 to house the tomb of the Mughal Emperor Shah Jahan's favorite wife, Mumtaz Mahal. It even holds Shah's tomb and the builder of the Taj Mahal itself. Luckily, it's not all doom and gloom in this place because of its beautiful architecture and incredible gardens. The Taj Mahal attracts 7 to 8 million visitors a year, and we're sure Vexel Design's version probably gets just as many visitors because it's a spitting image of the real one. Italy is just full of incredible sights. We already talked about the Colosseum, and now we're going to talk about the Leaning Tower of Pisa. We don't know if Jace Machine Gaming ever saw the Leaning Tower of Pisa in person, but if he did, we're sure that he took that cringy picture of him holding it up like everyone does. Seriously though, his rendition of the tower in Minecraft is bellissimo, which means very beautiful for those of you who don't speak Italian. Of course, the Leaning Tower of Pisa is known for, well, the fact that it's leaning. It actually has 4-degree lean because of its unstable foundation. That was the cause of an architectural mistake. Well, someone lost his job after that mistake, right? The thing is, the identity of the architect who built this tower is unknown. It's either Guglielmo and Bonanno Bassano or Diotiselvi. Well, at least we know Jace Machine Gaming was the one who designed the Leaning Tower of Pisa in Minecraft. But the difference is that it didn't take him almost 200 years to do so, and he purposely leaned the tower to one side. It was no accident. No, not at all. Now we're going to cross the Atlantic Ocean and go to the Pacific Northwest of the United States of America. What awesome landmark could possibly be there? Well, don't worry, it's not a statue of a hipster, it's the Space Needle in Seattle that Shiro's Heroes recreated in Minecraft. While the Leaning Tower of Pisa took 199 years to complete, the Space Needle only needed one, which just goes to show you how things could change over the course of a few hundred years. Oh, and it also has a revolving restaurant known as Sky City at the top, but it was closed for a year because it was getting renovated to be outfitted with a glass floor. It was unveiled in August 2018 with the glass floor, but the restaurant still isn't back in operation yet. While Shiro's Heroes creation doesn't have a glass floor, it does have an elevator that can take you to the top, and it's quicker than 41 seconds. Sure, there may be enemies there, but we promise the workers in real life are less hostile. The view from the top of the Space Needle is incredible both in real life and in Minecraft. You could see your house from there. One of the most popular vacation destinations in the world is Santorini, Greece. This place is beyond beautiful, and we're sure Mind Parrot Cinematics agrees with us because his Minecraft version of Santorini is just as gorgeous. Famous for its incredible weather, 5-star hotels, and white houses with blue roofs, everyone can recognize Santorini instantly in a picture. What's unique about Santorini is how it's an entire town of about 15,000 people built upon the location of one of the biggest eruptions in history that happened about 3,600 years ago. Besides the fact that the town looks like it's going to fall into the ocean at any given moment, we promise it's a safe and fun place. Not that we've ever been there. Hey, we're saving up for a vacation there one day. Plus, if we can't go there in real life, we could always go with Minecraft. Mind Parrot Cinematics Santorini looks so much like the real island, it's actually scary. From the greenery to the buildings to the whole island in general, this is one of the most incredible Minecraft creations we've ever come across. We want to go right now. Now that would be a dream come true. We've talked about quite a few iconic buildings already, but how about the tallest one in the world? The Burj Khalifa in Dubai is one of the most ridiculous-looking buildings in the world, standing at 2,722 feet tall. It's surrounded by skyscrapers and makes them look absolutely puny in comparison. So when the Dr. Burl tried to recreate the famous skyscraper in Minecraft, the results were just as good. The building is so tall in the game that it stretches way above the clouds. Whatever floors are in between the clouds must be incredibly cold. That's how that works, right? Science? Anyway, this Goliath of a building began construction in 2004 and finished in 2009. Believe it or not, it only took 5 years to make, which is crazy compared to the Leaning Tower of Pisa. Yes, we're bringing it up again. If you were wondering how much it cost to make, it wasn't that expensive. It was only $1.5 billion US. Nothing too crazy. It didn't cost that much more than the Dallas Cowboys' $1.3 billion AT&T Stadium. Whether it's the real-life version or the Minecraft version, the Burj Khalifa is a modern wonder of the world. Almost everyone knows about Stonehenge. It's one of the oldest still standing man-made structures in the world that Lord Dacker recreated in Minecraft with stunning accuracy. Stonehenge is made up of some incredibly heavy rocks in a strange formation, but it looks that way for a reason. You see, back in 2000 to 3000 BC, watches weren't a thing. You couldn't just look at your wrist or your phone and know what time it was. You could only determine it by how long you were awake and where the sun was in the sky. But with Stonehenge, you were able to accurately figure out what time it was with ease, judging by where the sun is between the stones standing in a specific spot. It also began as a burial ground because archaeologists have found human remains in the area. It's got a pretty cool history. While Lord Dacker wasn't able to show the wear and tear of the actual Stonehenge in its rendition, he does a very good job of making it look like what it probably did in its heyday, before thousands of years in the sun and rain messed with the rocks. San Francisco is a city full of landmarks. You have the Golden Gate Bridge and all those trolleys going around the hilly city, but one of the most underrated landmarks of the city has to be Lombard Street. Well, it might be underrated, but everyone knows about it, especially Corrales. If you don't know the street by name, you'll definitely recognize it by looking at a picture. It's probably the most famous street in the city. It's the one where the cars have to go down a hill with 8 hairpin turns. It looks amazing, but we're sure drivers absolutely hate having to go down it. Heck, even if you're walking up or down it, that's a lot of stairs. The city isn't for the out of shape, that's for sure. The Minecraft version just looks as exhausting. The mode Corrales has on makes Lombard Street look absolutely stunning. We see all the greenery, the famous hill with the 8 hairpin turns, and the stairs on both sides of the street. If that wasn't enough, he made the houses have so much detail. The amount of effort he put into it, yeah, it's incredible. From San Francisco to Mexico, we're going to be talking about one of the most famous Mayan temples and another one of Lord Dacre's incredible Minecraft creations. While most people assume Chichen Itza is the name of the temple, it's not. That's the name of the city where the famous temple, El Castillo, is located. El Castillo literally translates to the castle, despite the fact that it isn't even a castle. But now's not the time to get into technicalities. Luckily, there's another temple there known as the Temple of 1,000 Warriors, which is a pretty badass name if we do say so ourselves. Chichen Itza was one of the largest and most diverse Mayan cities, and very well may have been one of the mythical great cities. El Castillo was constructed between the 8th and 12th century, but it definitely didn't take Lord Dacre that long. He absolutely nailed the design and even had the mossy stone to make things uber realistic. There's nothing to dislike about his creation. It's as perfect gets, and we expect nothing less from Lord Dacre. The man just does great work. He really is one of the best. Back to the United States, we're going to New York this time to check out one of the most well-known skyscrapers in New York City. Yes, the city is chock full of skyscrapers everywhere you look, but one stands out from the rest, the Empire State Building. It's so popular that Minecraft players like Black Beanie Gaming recreated it. Of course, it got its name from the Empire State, which is New York's state nickname, and the fact that it's a building. You put those two together and you have the Empire State Building. The 102-story skyscraper only took a year to build and was the tallest building in the world from 1931 to 1970. So it was record-breaking for a few decades, which is pretty impressive. What we love most about Black Beanie Gaming's rendition is that he decided to do a time-lapse of the whole thing and not just show the finished product. It's amazing to see how it started from nothing and turned into this gigantic skyscraper. He even did a bunch of work on the inside, making the Art Deco style truly come to life. Man, we're so jealous of all these incredibly talented Minecraft players. I gotta start practicing. There's one thing we love here at CBR more than superheroes in the MCU, it's ancient temples that look like something straight out of Indiana Jones. Okay, well maybe we don't like them more, but they've always intrigued us. And Al-Khazneh in Petra, Jordan is no exception. Although also known as the Treasury, it's even caught the eye of VS2Nice, who of course recreated it in Minecraft. The ancient city of Petra is incredibly old, with people believed to have settled there all the way back in 9000 BC, so you can just imagine how old the Treasury is. It's one of the most well-kept and elaborate temples in the world, carved out of a sandstone rock face. While there are many pictures from inside the Treasury, we doubt there's a golden claw that you can grab to trigger a giant boulder that starts rolling towards you, forcing you to run for your life. That sounds like a terrible vacation. Seriously though, the inside of the Treasury is so unknown that VS2Nice didn't even bother to make one. But his creation is still very super nice, which is what we're sure the V and S in his name stand for, right? The Grand Canyon is one of the natural wonders of the world without a doubt. We mean, just look at the place. It's jaw-droppingly beautiful, and Minecraft Kelly definitely feels that way too. The Grand Canyon is 277 miles long, up to 18 miles wide, and can reach a depth of over a mile. That's a lot of miles right there. There's a lot more you could do in the Grand Canyon than just look at gorgeous rock formations, which is why it's a very popular tourist destination. The steep-sided canyon carved by the Colorado River in Arizona even got the Minecraft treatment when Minecraft Kelly traveled through the location. While it's much more colorful in the game, we feel like it's a very accurate rendition of the real-life location. There are plenty of browns, yellows, and grays, as well as trees before the canyon runs deep. That's the only difference. There's much more trees in the Minecraft version, but the actual Grand Canyon has next to no trees since it's in the desert. Other than that, it's very impressive and must have taken a lot of effort because it's unlike anything that can be randomly generated in-game. To finish things off, we're going to be talking about the Pyramids of Giza. Everyone knows about the pyramids. They're probably the most famous ancient landmarks in the world and sparked plenty of conspiracy theories about how they were made. Don't worry, the pyramids weren't made by aliens or even Minecraft players like Blue Tiger 2468. It took a lot of time, effort, and most of all patience. In real life, these pyramids must have been a real pain to build, but in Minecraft, it's actually super easy to build one. Well, it's easy to build one, but it does take a lot of time. Just look at Blue Tiger 2468's pyramid. Sure, it's very simple to make a pyramid in Minecraft, but it's very tedious work. Now, Blue Tiger 2468 didn't make any sphinxes or anything like that, but cut the guy some slack, he worked his butt off to make those awesome pyramids. That's right, he made multiple pyramids, just in case you thought one wasn't enough. If that isn't talent and dedication, we don't know what is. And those are just some of the best real-life creations redone in Minecraft. What's your favorite real-life Minecraft creation? Are there any amazing ones we may have missed? Let us know in the comments section below, and don't forget to subscribe to CBR for more awesome videos. Thanks for watching.